Welcome to Horror Hotel. Tonight is an important night. The Underworld Hotel Inspector is here to make sure we're earning our 4-star rating. So we have to be on our beast behavior. Oh, he's seen you. I hope he doesn't write us up for having a human infestation. If you'll at least try to look as hideous as possible during the tour, just in case he's looking, I promise not to lose my head.
Zach is going to have to rescore this footage. That's quite a bit.
Those are pretty amazing.
I ought to look at it once more. You don't have to run the film out.
Sure.
There's something fishy in the dining hall. A celebratory summit for sea creatures and creeps from the deep. These finned fiends have come from overseas, I mean undersea, because they've heard so much talk about climate change and the polar ice caps melting, where they've decided to go ahead and prepare to inherit the planet from humans. They're not here just for the halibut. They're fishing for a plan to make things run swimmingly in their new undersea world order. Holy mackerel, they must be swamped. While they're carping about who'll be the next big fish, we'll go on upstream. Oh, I mean upstairs. Follow me, please.
He moved.
Yeah,
He ran.
We don't dare go down this end of the hallway until we figure out the anomaly in the space-time continuum that's distorted the flow of time in this part of the building. It's already 5 years from now down there, which certainly makes things tricky for our reservation department. Why, you're probably in no hurry to get 5 years older. So, I'd advise you to walk into the laboratory here instead. Go all the way in now, please. If this mad scientist looks dog-tired, it's only because he's been working with such dogged determination on his latest pet project. As soon as he gets all the bugs, mostly fleas, out of these thick puppies, he's going into business selling honest-to-goodness lab pups. They're the first watchdogs to contain actual watch parts. He says they'll all be haunted house broke into. While he jolts their bolts with some more volts, let's check out the next room down the hall. Come along and go right on in, please. Now this zombie wasn't satisfied with the cleanliness of his room, so we had to send up someone from house creeping to dirty it up. I guess you can't please everybody. Oh, I see the spiders have been turned loose to add more webs. All this room needs now is some fresh mildew and a little slime on the walls, and it will have all the comforts of tomb. We may as well move on. By the way, if any spiders crawled up into your pants, please just drop them off at the front desk before you leave. The spiders, not the pants. Come along now, right on into the next room, please. Poor Count Dracula. He wants to go out and enjoy the nightlife, but his brides are taking an eternity to get ready. If you think ordinary women take a long time to put on their makeup, imagine if they couldn't see themselves in a mirror. And the Count has 3 brides to wait for. He's been referred to as the late Count Dracula for so long he's quite sensitive about being called late for any other reason. It might reflect badly on him. Oh, we'd better get you out of here before he decides to go ahead and have dinner without them. Come along, go right into the room across the hall, please. Oh, these old matinee idols are in a foul mood. They're tired of the studios dragging their names through the blood by turning out inferior remakes of their legendary films. So they've made up their warped minds to do something about it. They're studying copyright laws in search of ways to outlaw remakes. They're really a more sensible lot than you'd think. They all hope to avoid lawsuits. Of course, if they can't find any legal loopholes that allow them to slaughter the next guy who rewrites one of their classics, then trouble with the law is something they'll just have to risk. No sense in you taking risks, though, so let's clear out of here. Come along, follow us into the next room, please. From the outer rim of the galaxy, these clone troopers are on an important mission. Or so they think. Their orders are to break up a protection racket in which property owners are anonymously threatened and terrorized into providing free rations. Or, as we call it here on Earth, trick or treat. Perhaps they've misread their orders, or maybe they just heard someone say, "Blast those trick-or-treaters." Why, if you think this is a mess, wait till November 1st, when we'll be explaining to all those parents how their kids ended up in galactic space prison. Better follow us on through here now, before they start demanding IDs. Come along, come along. Times are tough all over. Not just in your neck of the galaxy. So many aliens are on Earth seeking employment these days, they've decided to start their own employment agency specifically to find good jobs for extraterrestrials. Although none of them have green cards, some of them do have green blood, green brains, or green skin. They're prepared to do the jobs Earthlings don't want to do, but I don't think they know who in the world is hiring. Why, perhaps you know someone who could use a good saucer chauffeur, disintegrator repairman, laser gunner, brain trainer, or nerf herder. If you do, be sure to let them know. In the meantime, come along down the stairs now and do watch your step. Follow me, please. Here in the laundry room, our maintenance man is hard at work trying to repair the washing machine. Well, it hasn't worked properly since last week, when the maid tossed the invisible man's suit into it. Too bad she didn't notice he was still wearing it at the time. Still, our lonely mayhem repairman here says he'll fix it, or die trying. Now come on over here, step right up, and look out the window. Contrary to their reputation, the Sasquatch isn't one bit camera shy. In fact, this clan of them has gotten so tired of humans sneaking around the woods, taking blurry, out-of-focus images of them, that they have decided to make it easy for all of you amateur photographers out there. Thanks to a few drums of industrial-strength hair dye. If you can't find them in the dark after tonight, you probably shouldn't be out in the woods anyway. Well, at this point you can make up your own pun with the word dying in it, for we must now bid you farewell. We thank you for visiting us, and never fear, we'll catch you on the other side.